Hello, the game has started and my opponent has opened with chèvre. Okay, now what do I have? I have a vowel heavy rack. That's one thing we can all agree on. I have the ISO prefix, just looking at 5 vowel 8s that might emerge. Not quite oogamies. I have the shin ending, but that doesn't help. It's going to be a word ending in IES, I think, if there is a 5 vowel 8. Not seeing hui for 16. No, that's hui EY. You can't spell it like that. What about high eyes for 16? I don't draw well at all there. Still 5 vowels on the rack, actually 6 if you count the Y as a quasi-vowel. So, not a good start. Not sure if I missed a bingo on that last one. It is possible. I just couldn't see it. Just looking at ways of getting some value. EO or AO words takes an O, but not seeing. I have IE here, sorts out quite a few vowels. And that's a little bit closer to bingo territory. Auto. Okay, opponent bingos. I thought he was close to bingoing. Not seeing a 7. I think I might just go with no, I can do better than that. Just not seeing a great option here. I might actually play moa. Because the OU synergy is better than AU. Okay, Aurorian. Through an A or an N. Doesn't currently play through that A, which is a shame. The R triplicates a letter on my rack. I have the out prefix and the auto prefix. Neither seem to help. Does the L assist? Raulia's not quite. What about the G? Urari's is good. Pig only takes an S. Flugel. Okay, not seeing it. Ouvrière, almost. No, not seeing it. GR sorts the rack out, I guess. Scores a little bit. Finally, I will be bingoing this time. I think. Don't want to count my chickens before they hatch. Beavered. Through the V. Rebated. B-rated. Any fancy plays from the E down would be good. I have the ear component of a word. That's disappeared. Rebated looks okay. Unless there's a PI word. I do need to... Pie breads. That's not a thing. I'm going with rebated just to make up some lost time. Okay, that's not a bad looking rack. Scaleni. Ah. Was a Scaleni. It's not gonna work. Uri, no good. Now, cyanize is C-Y-A-S, so I don't think you can spell cyanize like that. Cyanize. No. Anticize through a T. And Cineast. No, that's two E's. Anti-size. The T is somewhat obscured anyway. Anything on to the D? Cyanized. Acinize. Oh, just not seeing it. In case plus an I. Candy. Eosinic, if the A was an O. So close. I think I'm missing something here. Nisoir, niacide. I'm not seeing it. What about candy for 30? I draw the Z. I have frizz and fries on my rack. Piz no good. Okay, opponent scores well with the X. Zowie, no. Rez and Fez looks alright. I draw K for score. I got to watch my time, it's quite low. Just find a good scoring spot and play fairly quickly to make up some time. I can't get my K to play twice. Okay, opponent scores there, Benal. I have rock. Any other good K spots? Rosic, Tosic, Tisk. Isk is good. Tisk is good. 12 vowels. Vowels are a little bit low. I think I might go with rock. Okay, I drew an I. I think there was only two. Oh no, I didn't draw an I. I duplicated an R. Satire. Tarries. Not quite. I have the IST ending. I have to undouble the R's and the I's. Pity I can't do it here. There's a blank out there and a J. Opponent will be close. Where can I play R-I? Rear. I think rear looks okay. Okay, I draw. Does then take anything? An S and then ending in an A. Aorists. Flugel, I think, takes an S. Tarsioid through. I need to find sevens, not eights. Aorist. Sorbital. Pigs. Ah, something through the N. Senorita. That should do it. But Astone. Anything from the R down. Oh, he's played Jew. Okay. I think Senorita, but is there Asinort? No. ISO words. I'm going with Senorita. Yeah, Senorita. Okay, I'll draw the Q, which, yeah, I shouldn't have played Senorita. I should have identified the Q spot. But I was under time pressure. I was looking for other plays. Just couldn't see it. Roque plays, R-O-Q-U-E, but not to good effect score-wise. Anything ending in no. I only have a U for going above, so obviously Quinn if opponent doesn't take that spot, but I imagine he will. Qual no, quell no. Not seeing good spots here for the Q. Quish. Rogue seems weak. Quor. Q-U-O-R. Quor. Oh, what do I guess I don't have anything on to the T. Opponent might catch me with the Q. If I can't play it, there's gotta be a place to just dump it. Q-U-E, Quinn, no. Oh, I've got Queen here. So Queen, but does Queen give a play back? Queen here for 26, but then if opponent's got caddy or chins or cats, I'm in deep trouble. He's obviously going to close this spot down. Oh, what about... Oh, I don't have Quenna. I just have Queen. Okay, now do I play... Opponent's got bingo opportunities here. Do I play... Yeah, he's going to get 30 or 40 back there. But will that be enough to outrun him? So if I play Queen for 26, let's say he gets 36. Or Oh, he'll get 42. No, I don't like that. I have to hope that he doesn't bingo, basically. It's going to be a tough spot for him to bingo there. I'm going with quit for 23. I just thought queen gave back too much. 42-point play. God, what to do here? This is really hard. There's got to be a big scoring spot somewhere. Mish is good. Then, does then take an E? Theen. I wonder if mend is enough to win it here. Mend, what does that give opponent back? You can't play lands. 22 should be enough to win it, I think. Yeah, mend. I could play Mano, but that'll give him an out. Okay. I can breathe a little bit better now, I think. I have or if opponent doesn't go out. 17. Okay, opponent doesn't go out. Or for 17. And then opponent will no doubt go out with NS. If he doesn't go out, I have on for 4. Bow, oh no, bows are no good. EO and Ox for 8, 9, 10, 11. And opponent does go out. So, thank my opponent for the game. So 395 to me, 361 to opponent. Let's see what we missed. Wow, quite a low scoring game. In the 300s, both of us. Chevrolet looks fine for opponent. He went first. High Ois for 16. ISO for 20. One extra vowel. I did want to get rid of the vowels there, but actually I like ISO. It's not a bad rack leave. I mean, I prefer EO blank, but not much in it anyway. I guess the fact is that ISO didn't provide the floaters that High Ois did, so it was a little bit more defensive. but then it also, yeah, I think so. Vig for 14 was best with a very strong rack. He went with pig, similar idea. Now I'm in val trouble here. IE for 16, but yeah, for, of course, Pier and Oi. Yeah, that's a fair few more points, 9 more, even though you got 2 extra vowels. Not a huge difference in the equity plays, but yeah, I accept that Ya was probably a better play. The letters, permanent bingos there, and then Omar for 29, of course. Okay, E10. Very nice. Piu, ism, Omar. That was the play. I was looking for that kind of play which got rid of 3 vowels. I did get rid of 3, but I didn't scores. I only got rid of 2 actually. 25. And how much was the other one? 29. Yep. So that was a miss. Fugal for 36. Nice. Flugel through the L for 28. But Fugal F2. Okay. Fugal here. Very nice. Opponent went with Flugel. I wonder if that's a gel. No, it's not a gel that you use when you got the flu, but that's how I'm going to remember it. Variorum. Wow. Variorum. I like that. What a word. Never seen it, so would never have spotted it. Variorum. What was next best? 19, yeah, so apart from the bingo, just low scores and rack balancing technique, so at least I got rid of 4 vowels, which I thought was a good way to do it with jar. Now opponent's got Pwins for 29. He decides to go with Pew and Deverbal 80. Wow, I went with rebated. But deverbal at 2G. Deverbal, getting the word doubled. Wow, very nice. I bingoed with rebated and then Lanks for 22 looks okay. Wend was also fine just to balance the rack. Salicine, that is a word that I know, and I just knew there was a bingo here. Salicine, and it played nicely, creating actually URN and REE, so starting at M2. Very nice. Salicine. And another bingo, Skyanid. That's quite nice. On to the D, Skyanid. That's a bit of a trickier one to spot, but Salicine is one I have seen before. I went with Candy for 30, and then opponent had Yex for 39. What was that 47-point play? M6. LYNX, very nice. Lynx and Rex for 47. That would have been the play. He went with Yex, and I had a 54-point play in the spot that he was going to go in. I suppose I would have taken Fez down there if he didn't play Yex, if he played up here. So we were both bound to score well with our heavyweights. Blech for 37, but opponent went with Banal for 14. Rick for 33. C6. Nice. didn't contemplate CK words. That's perfect. Rick, yeah, and it didn't give much back to opponent. I mean, there are some front hooks for Ray, but not a super dangerous hotspot created, and that's a good score with a good rack leave, so that's a miss. Rock for 26 was my play. Then nth for 30 was best. Opponent went with then for 30 as well. And Ristra for 32 at N2. Flu gels and Ristra. Ristra, making FA. Okay, nice play. For 32, that would have put me, yeah, I think rear for rack balance was quite good because it left a pretty strong ARIST stare, which is a great 5-letter set. Opponent had Jews for 29, or Jew for 29, and then Roasty for 81. That's the one I was thinking. Oh, N1. Okay, Roasty there. That's quite nice because opponent can't bingo and down the side there. So Roasty just gives him back a possible Q play. I liked Roasty. Yeah, very nice. Senorita was a bit weaker because it opened this Q danger. But luckily enough, I was the one who drew the Q. So, yeah, I was under time pressure. That bingo was definitely a mistake because you've got so many Q options there, and it was just by good fortune that I drew the Q. So Senorita, definitely not the optimal play because, as you can see, I'm only 34 ahead after Senorita, and a Q play puts opponent 35 or 40 ahead. So anyway, moving on. Queen for 26. Opponent went with Tot. Yeah, there weren't massive plays available there. Queen for 26. Quit for 23. I thought if I play Queen, I know Analyzer likes it for 26, but that puts me on 359. If opponent gets a 42-point play, he's on 360. He's drawn level. And then he actually goes out before me because I draw the last two, which means if he plays Kaid, AID, and he might not have gone out into playing Kaid and another move, but it would have given him a much stronger chance of winning if I played Queen. That was my thoughts on that one. Vian's for 24 was best. For 42, okay, so that would have been 14 points adrift. Venomed, from the V. I was looking for a V play. Venomed, that was a miss. I went with Mend. And then opponent, Uriel, and he goes out. Oh, he doesn't go out Nos. Oh, he does. He goes out with Nos. So that was the end of the game. Hope you enjoyed watching that game, and I will see you next time.